nhớ rằng cho nên chỉ cái tin anh trangแต่nó cũngอยากเขียวเกิดnhớจะมองไลฟ์นู้นโนจงชาเห็นเลยอีตัวตัวจีเอาตัวกุฏิก็ยังมองวังเอาตัวหัวแต่ Vang Brothers อย่าBurley ฮะAbel เอาตัวจอลิเมตัวเป้าเลยเท่าเอาชงเอาผ่านเก้าอี้เอาตัวตัวยิงขอNicholl Fellowship Academy Award ย้อนโชว์ในแคลิฟอร์เนียจะขอแต่เอาตัวชาวจันทร์ลุ้นโจหัวแต่ Tiger Child นี่ยอีจันทร์ลุ้นโจสุดที่มีหยมมงเจนู้นโนไปจงชาเห็นเลยหัดแต่ตัวต้นชื่อเอาตัวนู้นโนแต่ตามมาไปอยู่ตัวฐานสู่เอาตัวร่างมูวี่อยู่ตัวในหัว Bedeviled ตัวเจคนน้องมาอย่างอีร่างมูวี่คือหนึ่งอยู่จงใช้เห็นแต่ใช่ไหมไม่ต่อนะขอแต่อีปลากุนรัวตัวฐานตาไปอยู่จะไม่มือใช้สู่หัดแต่เอาตัวร่างมูวี่น้องจงเลยจ้ะ
Yeah, ư bị đâu mà chỉ ư tư mua tàu khó the foreign right ư tư mua bóng hả?
Nó tư mua bóng lại. Okay.
Yeah, to Voltage Pictures, they made Dallas Buyers Club, which the stars went on and won
two Oscars,
and The Hurt Locker,
which won Best Picture.
Best Picture. So their company bought the foreign rights to Bedeviled already.
So after June, when we the movie not delivered all now, then the movie will be distributed worldwide already. But for domestic North America, we're holding it off in June. We're gonna do an industry screening, and where we're gonna screen it primarily for the studios here in America,
right now
to see which company is going to buy
Fox,
it and release it.
Sony, Universal, I think like
MGM,
like 50 other companies are gonna come that night. And then let them bid. We take the highest bid.
And then
what do you anticipate?
We don't know yet, but it's all up in there. But we're hoping, we get a good deal.
They're very seasoned, so
they're working
day and night, and they said that it should look very good for us because our foreign deal went really good compared to other movies. And so if the foreign deal went really good, then the domestic deal is going to be up.
So the film Bedeviled is done. Your filming is done.
It's done. It's edited right now. We're doing sound
design,
and music, and the visual effects that need to be done, and then color correction, and then that's it.
Your premiere in June, which is 2 months from now.
Well, that's just an industry screening, so it's not open to public.
Okay, just industry. Okay.
Yeah. So what they do is once they bid, and then we take the best offer. They would go with that studio, and then they would choose a release date.
All of it. And that we don't know yet.
Yeah. So they'll choose a release date because they're gonna put it with all their slate of films for the coming year. To release.
What was your budget for shooting Bedeviled?
Almost $1 million.
Almost $1 million.
Almost $1 million. Yeah.
And we were able to hire industry folks that have done really big movies to come help us, but we were also able to bring on at least a third of the people that came to work on our set was Hmong people. Yeah. So we had Hmong producers, Hmong directors and writers. We started some Hmong folks, and then we had
Hmong assistant editors, Hmong costume designer,
Hmong special effects supervisors, and then they collaborated with folks in Hollywood, and so then it was a good blend of community and the industry together.
It was really diverse.
Very diverse, and it's a different kind of way Hollywood movies are made. And so for us, I think what we did was something special and unique, so that because we're able to bring our community into it.
Was it shot in a studio or?
It was shot in Los Angeles primarily. We shot on location, so we went and found locations that matched what we showed. And then we,
then our set designers, our production designers, they went in and
they would dress the set.
Dress and change everything up, and so we shot a lot of locations that have been used for films too.
And music videos.
And so
big studio pictures.
We got so excited, so we kind of did things backward. I was going to ask you for the scoop, but now I'm going to ask for the scoop. So tell us about Bedeviled.
When we wrote Bedeviled, it was very hard for Hollywood, for these studio executives to trust us that so then what we did was we went and we decided to write a film that we knew that was small enough where we could direct this. 2, we know that we could
find the
finance for it, and 3, we had to come up with a idea where it's very marketable, not just to the Hmong community, but to the overall population.
Because in Hollywood, what they're looking for is a product that can sell to the mass. And so if your product you can only sell to, say, a little small community, they're not going to take it.
Yeah.
And so for us, we had to think bigger, come up with something that goes beyond just the Hmong community, but still have the Hmong community be a part of it.
Yeah.
And so then we had to come up with a concept that was more universal.
Yeah. So basically, you know, the bottom line is the movie, it's a movie da. And the reason why we chose to do that genre is because in Hollywood, my movie da the highest margin of profit because movie dana does not require a big Hollywood star. You know, big Hollywood star, they do action movies or big dramas.
Big dramas.
Or big comedies. So movie da what people the audience la mushai movie dama only because they want to get scared. It's not so much.
They're not gonna go see Tom Hanks.
They don't
Tom
expect Tom Cruise, you know, to be in a horror movie.
So you only need stars that are still rising.
Yeah.
So that we were able to, so for our film we hired, you know, we still hired folks that are working in Hollywood right now, stars from movies here and there, but then are still rising. Younger, for a younger audience.
Yeah. So basically the story is, you know, like, you know, we wanted to create a story where
people can relate.
People this generation, like the younger like kids this generation could relate to. So basically it's about these 5 high school students where they, because, you know, nowadays everybody's on, you know, on these. So they download this app and it's kind of like Siri, like our iPhone, you know, they talk to it and
they give you directions.
Yeah, but then it turns out that that app, and so that's pretty much the premise of the story.
It's very simple. It's
very simple. Where Luchi, you know, could be repeated over and over again. Where
in the studios, what they want is they only want to buy movies that they can repeat. You know, they can do part 1, part 2, a spin-off. And so for us, when we were setting out to think of this film to write and to direct, you know, we said to ourselves, if we can't repeat this movie as, you know, part 2, part 3,
then we're not going to write it. Yeah.
Whatever. So you're looking at a sequel in the coming?
Even when we sold it to Voltage Pictures,
they told us that they bought it because they could see that in it.
And just so that you know, you guys know Voltage Pictures, even though, you know, they did The Hurt Locker, Dallas Buyers Club, they were also involved with the making of Insidious, which is a very popular horror film franchise.
Paranormal Activity,
Sinister,
1 and 2.
So they're all about, you know, buying and marketing movies that they can make multiple parts with it. And these movies are very successful in terms of box office numbers, in terms of sales. They were very, very successful when they were released. So we're hoping Bedeviled could do the same.
We're basically strategizing on the business part of it, how to come up with a concept that that will cater towards a wider audience and maybe a younger audience too. Because again, you know, every Friday night, Saturday night, you have a lot of young people going to the movies.
Yeah.
So whatever you come up with, that audience, it has to cater towards that audience.
Yeah.
How did you guys come up with this idea? I mean, did something happen to you that brought you forward this idea about using that?
We sat for 6 months. Every single day, we looked at each other and we said, okay, so what is it? What is the story? What is the story? And sometimes that's the only way to come up with a story is just to sit, and even though whole day
we would talk to our parents and our wives about it, like, you know, you guys, what is it that, you know, connects people together? What is it that, you know, we do every day that we could take that one thing and make it into a scary movie? If we can do that, people can relate to it, then, you know, then we're gonna go out and write that and direct that. So finally, phones, apps, you know, we could.
Then one of the reasons why, you know, like is because there's a lot of support from our family. You know, they are totally invested.
100% behind us.
100% behind us. Where everything
they will give up everything so that we can.
They would look over our concept. They may even read our script and be like, you know, this part's not working. That part's not. What if, you know, we still want to hear, because what if you guys say one thing and it sparks a light bulb in my mind? So I want you to sit here and talk to me until that light bulb comes on. So, I mean, that's.
And then with Bedeviled, it went beyond just the family, and so it included the community now too.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of folks from the community coming in to give us ideas to help us, you know, put this movie together. So in the end, yes, you know, even though our names are attached to it, as writer-director. In the end,
it was a community.
It was a whole collective effort.
Yeah.
To bring Bedeviled to life.
Yeah.
And so we're very thankful for all the people that believed in us, that support us.
Yeah.
Whether it was financial or whether it was
creativity,
a lot of support to get us to where we are today.
Yeah.
Wow. And you already have critics out there talking about Bedeviled, and they're already putting you in line or in the vein with the Ring and the Keep Watching.
Yes.
What do you say about that?
We're very excited. Yeah.
Yeah, very excited. Because
is it that scary?
I don't know because when you're the one that 佢讀完啦，這個直播你撞出嚟，
It depends on whatever the audience.
Yeah, because I guess we'll leave that up to the audience when they watch it. For us, I guess we're numb to it because you have to it's biased, I guess. So we can't really give a.
We're going to depend on the feedback of the public.
Yeah.
So these are like really well-loved movies, horror movies that people really love or hate to watch, and being put up there in line with these past movies that have done so well.
We're hoping is that when the movie goes out that it's received well, not only by our community but by by everybody, all moviegoers. So
and what this will do is that it'll. For us as our career, that like it's a very good thing for us. But what it also is doing for the community is that it's opening up a lot of opportunities and doors.
Yeah.
Because I think if we are recognized as directors in Hollywood, then now we are in a way gatekeepers too.
And we could choose.
So we can choose who to bring on board.
Yeah.
Who to give them that chance to.
Yeah.
So then, now we can.
Now like coming back to the community, we want to encourage anybody who is interested in any aspect of filmmaking, whether to, it doesn't matter what age you are, how young or old you are.
Whether you like to act, to write, to direct, to do
pursue
effects.
Pursue it, be the best at it, and
because we're constantly looking. This audience, like when we did Bedeviled, that's what we did. We knew that a lot of folks in our community wanted to get into Hollywood, right? And so for us, before we chose anybody, we always turn back to the community. Who is there in the community that we can really depend on and give that person a chance?
Yeah.
Before we can turn to someone else,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in everything we do, we always do that first. Yeah.
So how can they reach you?
Facebook.
Our Facebook is open.
You Google.
Our email's there.
If you Google our names, you'll find us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I know I did.
And we even went around looking for people.
Okay.
We have a contact here in Minnesota.
Okay.
So he helped us out too. To look for people too, and then and also in
especially
in California
here in Minnesota. If
I know the arts are very your guys' state. You guys support the arts.
Yeah.
And so I know that there's a lot of like talented people here, and so. When we did Bedeviled, we were really reaching here to find, people.
Plus, if local Minnesotans, want to reach us, they could reach out to Fuqua Yang. He's our personal go-to guy. So, he worked directly with us on Bedeviled.
He was on set.
So anybody here that's interested, reaching out to us, if you want to, just
One thing I want to go back to talk about Bedeviled is tell us more about your characters. The stars who tell tell us about that.
The main star, her name is Saxon Charbonneau. If you guys have seen the movie Poltergeist, the remake, this is a big studio film that came out in 2015. She was one of the main characters in the film. She is the lead in our film. We also have another lead who is played by Brandon Suhu. He's Chinese. If you guys have seen the Ben Stiller film Tropic Thunder, in that movie he plays the little boy
he's the leader of the Viet Cong
group that imprisons Ben Stiller. He also plays the young Storm Shadow in G.I. Joe. He was also in Ender's Game. These are really big studio
right now
pictures.
he's a big co-star in the TV show From Dusk Till Dawn, and so so right after he shot with us, he had to go back and do season 2. And then we have some other folks that come off Nickelodeon. We have
a lot of the folks that we were
from horror movies too. From Texas Chainsaw 3D.
One of the girls that's in our film now, she just shot Ouija Part 2, and the first Ouija, it made over $100 million at the box office.
So she stars in there too. We also have
Bonnie,
a lady. She plays the drowned girl in the Ring movie that's coming out, the sequel.
So it's a new one coming out.
A new one coming out. Yeah, made by the studio. So she starred as one of the scary characters in our movie.
Yeah.
And then we just have different kinds of people coming in. From I can't even name all the talents that are coming in from different films and different TV shows. A lot of really talented people on set, and even with the crew, a lot of people who've done really good work on TV and on big movies. They came in to help us, and they came to do the work for us.
Like our visual effects supervisor, he worked on M. Night's Devil. He worked on Quarantine. He was the Crazies, and he did the TV show, the Teen Wolf TV show Angel. So these are
just years of experience that we can't do on our own. So but
and how long has it been in the making? The movie.
Real quick.
Really quick. Actually, Bedeviled. We started in early 2000.
We took 3 months to think about the concept,
and then we took
3 months to write it, and then
it got fully funded. Starting from January 2015, we were fully funded by July 2015. Then we started shooting the film in October 2015. 21 days, and then go inusa, and then and that was done right at the beginning of December. Right at the end of December, we had the first rough cut. In January, we sold the foreign rights already. So it's
and then in June, then we will sell the domestic.
So just to let you know, the it's super fast.
It's within a year, I would say.
It's almost unheard of in Hollywood. Malaysia, like a couple years before they even sell the film, or a couple years to develop.
This is the reason why we decided to do it ourselves and then sell it back to the studios. Because for one thing, right, before we got the finance on our own, we had some studios who were interested in Bedeviled already.
They wanted to look at the script. They wanted to.
But if they bought it, then basically our creative control, we would have given that up to them. And so then we came and sat and thought about, what? If we could finance this ourselves, and they want our concept already, 8 months down the line, they will still want the concept. But if we give it to them, they're going to spend $30 million or $10 million to make this movie. A lot of money is going to be wasted because of all the politics with the hierarchy within the studio system. But if we basically kind of like
do it ourselves.
There's no politics, just me and him. Everybody's going to be under us.
All executive decisions are made with
and we have all
people.
The contacts in Hollywood already. All we need is a little bit of financing. We bring those people on board. We do it. We package a product. We sell it back to the studio for way less than what they would have spent the money on the film, making it on their own. And that's exactly what has happened. And that's how a lot of folks make movies in Hollywood too.
A lot of independent filmmakers, that's exactly what they do.
That's what they do, and then they get their theatrical release and all of that, and nationwide.
I want to thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you
for having us. It's a pleasure.
And we look forward to being your work on the big screen soon. Cho nên sĩ cái tin chàng nụ nọ mẹ tàu tôi nó Abel ha Burlee Vang ở từ cho lưu hạt xuống nó từ cho mua vị trong sáng cần cầu hạt tàu từ cũng lúc chỉ dễ trong ha khăn thua cho xuất lại tàu bù bé tăng trong thời gian tận tê nó tê ra mấy giờ tàu tôi sẽ từ cho mua vị ha bù ở từ tê giang dạng cứ ở từ trong một trò cho xuất lại sai trong sáng tàu tôi chỉ mấy nụ nọ nó cũng như kiểu cự như trong HmongLife nhớ trong mấy xuất lại